Hi guys, here Ritesh Singh. Welcome to my channel WebLearnX. Today I am going to demonstrate how to quick start with Docker container and how to deploy the Spring Boot jar inside the container, and also your Spring Boot application uh, port needs to be exposed from the Docker container. So let's have a look. So here we first of all see what we have. So now I'm gonna check inside my documents. There is a launching station. Let's see, is there any jar? Yeah, I have a one jar. This is called the amtech001.jar. This is the Spring Boot application. So let's have a look. Is it working or not? Many times I got missed the jar application. So let's run this java-jar and I'm tech.jar. Let's what it says. So the Spring Boot get us started. It start listening the port uh, 8080 and the context path. Here I'm maximizing the my terminal, and you can see the context path is amtech. So the console is saying your Spring Boot application is running right now. Let's check on a browser. Is it really? So I am picking up with the local host, locale. Host is that 00 Amtech is accessed earlier. So okay, welcome. It's working. Now it's working. So we have an Spring Boot application. Now I stop that application here. It is not accessible at all. So here guys, let's see with the Docker. So I'm just gonna opening my Docker. I'm first providing the super admin user. So sudo su. So here I must type my password. Now let's on the root directory. Let's check Docker images which are available. I'm just supposing that you guys is aware of the Docker concept and also the Docker installation procedure. So you are aware with the theoretically Docker images and Docker container concepts. So I'm going to start to check whether I have images or not. So what we required to start, we required the Ubuntu machine image, where is the Docker image. Okay, I'm just removing this Docker image. Docker RMI, maybe the any container is going on, so it not allowed to me to remove the image. So I am forcefully removing this image, and Ubuntu colon tag Ubuntu machine is the 18.04. Okay, so here is removed. We can see whether this image is available right now or not. So here we haven't Ubuntu machine. Okay, so first of all we pull the Ubuntu machine image. So how it will done? Docker Ubuntu. Sorry guys, needs the pull command Docker Ubuntu, and I am pulling the specific version of the Ubuntu 18.04. So here it will start. It will take few seconds. It depends upon the internet speed. Here right now I have a no better internet speed, so it may take a lot of time, but it is started. We are lucky. So right now what it does, downloading, extracting, pulling, and completed. Okay guys, now we have a Docker machine, Docker image, Ubuntu 18.0. This is the fresh machine 18.04. Now, what we need to do, we need to install the JDK, any version of 1.8 inside the Docker machine. Before this, we need to run the Docker container of this image. So what we does, we are gonna start the Ubuntu machine. So how it will, Docker run half IT and Ubuntu on 18.04. Okay, okay, let's start your machine. Okay, I'm inside the Docker container. If you want to see what the container ID and this, you can see here, this is the container ID. Apart from this, you can check from the other terminal, and I'm just demonstrating how to check your container. Is it really working or not? So we have a one command docker ps. If you run this, sorry, it has not a super admin permission, so that's why I'm providing the super admin permission. Right now I'm moving to the root directory. Just clear up the console and let's now see docker ps. Right now I'm maximizing this terminal and you can see this is the container ID, your image name, this one, and it is running up to 48 seconds and no any ports is exposed and created 52 seconds ago, which is absolutely correct information. Here you can match your container ID 0207B8AFD9E1, which are same. So right now we are inside the container of Ubuntu machine. Okay guys, let's see what the directory structure of the fresh container. So ls, here are the bean boot dev etc home lib. Every directory which is required for Ubuntu machine, this is here. Now first we update this machine. So apt cat update. Okay, meanwhile it is updating. What we required the installation of JDK 1.8. So let's install, just Google and take the steps to install the JDK. Install JDK on Ubuntu, JDK 1.8 on Ubuntu 18.04 machine. Okay, so yeah, we have, we will follow any of the steps from here. No, I am not gonna start Oracle. Okay. No, let's have a look. Java update, Java versions. Okay. So guys, here is the OpenJDK 1.8. We will start with this OpenJDK 1.8. So what we required installation, the default JDK 18.0. So I'm just gonna run this version of OpenJDK. I don't mind is it OpenJDK or Oracle JDK, both. I'm just demonstrating. You will figure out what you required. So here is showing the sudo command. Generally inside the Docker container, sudo command is not running. So if you wish to there, so you need to install explicitly. So here I am installing the OpenJDK 1.8. That is inside this one. Disk space will be used. So it will take a few time, guys. So let's complete this one. And yeah, it is going on. Once it is installed, so the next step will be to check the version and copy the our application jar. We need to copy. So guys, it will take a few time. Don't get bored. And I'm just going to help. Hey guys, so here we can see our JDK installation is done. So let's check. Java version 1.8 is here in our environment. Here you can see this is successfully get installed. Open JDK. So right here. Okay, let's see. Now what we need to do right now again, we need to check our Spring Boot application. So I'm just looking into Spring Boot application where it is. So it is, and I'm opening in a second terminal. Going into this ref. Okay. Home. Commands launching station, and there is the Amtech jar. So right now, let's maximize this one. So here is the launching station, which is in my machine, and Docker container ID is this one, and we have to copy this jar, this one, this one, yeah, this one. To we have to copy this jar and paste into the inside the Docker container, and the location would be good for cd home ls here. Okay, so here let's see the current path. This is the home directory, so I'm copying this inside the container, the home directory. So let's do it. It's quite exciting. So go and check this station here. What we required the thing to copy there. We need first of all, there is a one command. This is the exec, and another one is we require the container id which is running, where we need to copy this jar and this jar file location and the also location of the container, which is inside the container location inside the home we need to copy. So right now let's do it. So here we are, Docker EC, and we need a container ID here. This is the container ID, and slash pin slash bash, and copy option. Let's do it. Cat, and here please define the container path. So in my case, container path is home, and inside the home, I'm just pasting the jar name. Sorry, this is the container ID name. I'm just copy this jar file, and here we are, and here we need to paste your file name. No such container. What we do wrong? This is container ID, and this is not able to find out my container ID. So let's check. Either here is the problem. Yeah, and a second option here is the problem with this command slash. It requires the space between the bin slash bash and the container ID. Now let's see, is copied or not. So here, here we copy our application. Now you can see your application is running or not. So providing the path Java, providing the command amtech.jar. Let's see how it is working. Inside the container, it is getting started. My application is started, and same listing the port 8080 context path amtech. Let's see over the browser, and I am going to over the browser and click here. Oh, sorry. Here is the local host. It is pointing to my machine where this application is not running. The application is running inside the container, so I need a container IP. So here is the command inspect container ID. Inspect, and we need this container ID. Let's see, is there anything? It is looking forward to. Okay, so we missed the inspect. Actually, inspect command is belong to the Docker, and I missed the Docker. Docker inspect and container ID here. Here we have a lot of JSON format data. So which one is the container ID we need to figure out? So the container ID is this IP address 172 and 22. Let's see this IP address. Is it? So we are going to place this one, and this is the IP address where the container is running on this IP address. So now our application is accessible over there. So if I am stopping my application and cross verifying whether it is accessible or not. So here right now it is not accessible. So here is the two thing we need to understand. Here is the localhost where the application is not running. Inside the Docker container, application is not running. So if you start application inside the container, so here this application is getting started but not accessible on my machine. But if I am directly pointing to the container, so it is accessible. So our now next step to, if I am pointing, this needs to be 8080 port bind with my machine. So whether application is running inside my container or outside container, I want to access with localhost, that means my current machine, not through the Docker container IP address, because I stop the container, this IP may be gonna changed. So it is difficult to make remember the container ID. So let's have a look how it will done to expose the container. So first of expose the container and without losing the container configuration. That means whatever the installation we did right now inside our container ID in our Docker container here, what we did, first of all, we install the JDK. After that, in the home directory, we copy this our application. So we need to place commit this container configuration with the current state. So to committing the Docker container, what we required, we need to commit command and along with the container ID with the appropriate repository. So whatever the repository you want to change, every repository, that means where you want to push. So let's have a look how to commit the container. So I'm opening the again container my I'm just going to outside the Docker container where the normal terminal here is it is. So I'm just checking out my Docker container ID. Now I'm trying to commit Docker commit hyphen am and Spring Boot application setup is my comment, and what is required, you can provide the author name. This is interesting. Yeah, Ritesh, and what it requires more. This is required the container ID right now. Here is the container ID, and now whatever the image name you wish to place, you can. So in my case, it is the sample boot. It is a sample. No, I am putting as a JDK Ubuntu app, and Ubuntu version is 04, and I am pushing invalid reference format, and something is happening. So what it is happening, I forget to provide the repository name. You can write any repository name. In my case, my repository name Ritesh 9984. Still, it is producing the exception. I am doing something wrong. So, what it is, let's need to figure out. So, I am removing the author name, invalid reference. Docker commit hyphen am Spring Boot sample container ID and JDK machine. Here it is committing. Okay, so this is the correct command, docker commit hyphen am and jdk and this. So now we will see, is there any new image. What the commit command is doing, it is working for the two thing. If you commit this one with the same image name which is already exist, that means it update the image. If you provide the new image name, I am talking about this name, this is the image name, new image name. So if you list out all images which is available in docker, you will see the new image file with the same state of container which have this one. Okay, so let's see docker images, and here jdk machine latest, this is the 55 second ago it is created. Now what about the current running container? So if I am exiting from here, so you will see no docker container is running right now, and earlier I run this one and configured everything, but right now it has no any updated information like JDK, like whatever the application I copied earlier, those are not available in this. This is the fresh machine because I committed those changes in this image. So in this image, no any changes. It is the fresh one. If you do not believe on me, so let's check. I am again running this. Here you can see this I address container ID is changed, and if the simple checking Java hyphen version we have installed, Java command is not found. I am looking inside the home. There is no any application. That means it is the fresh machine. But when I am going to run the Docker images, which one? Docker run hyphen it, and image one is this one. So here you will found everything. Your Java machine, everything, that means everything. Java hyphen version. Here your Java available. And you can see Amtech jar machine is also available. So I'm just exiting. I'm just showing you this is the our machine which we have worked on. Now the point is that we have to export the port. So you must aware on which port your Amtech machine is running. Your Spring Boot application is listening which port. So in my case, you have seen 8080, where I have already shown you 8080 this one. So let's export this 8080 bind with my current machine. So I'm again using the same command. There is the option hyphen p my external port colon what will be the container port. This will be the 8080 because 8080 listened by a Spring Boot application. So again I am going to enter inside the container. Right now I'm inside the container. Again we need to java hyphen jar and home tech jar. Let's see what's happened. No, it is getting started, and it is started at 0 0. Let's have a look first of all on the container. So directly I'll try to point my container. So we need a container IP. So Docker fact again container ID is get changed. So we need to put there IP address not get changed. This is okay, and I am going to access my application from here. Okay, here it is pointing and running absolutely. Now I have exposed 8080. That means the container which where the application running on 8080 port, and I am exposing this while starting the container. You can see here my command while starting my container for this image. When I started this, so I provide the hyphen p8080 colon 8080. That means I am telling to this start this container and bind the container port number 8080 to the my machine 8080. That means it needs to be run add 080. So it is running perfectly. So here we have done the successful demonstration to quick deploy the Spring Boot application inside the container and expose the port outside. So that's all from my side. You can cross check if I am stopping my Spring Boot application. Here it is not get accessed. Here it is also not get accessed. So that's all guys. So before closing this video, please subscribe this channel and get updated with the upcoming technology. And this channel is not about teaching you. This is about to explore yourself in technology, how it works. So please comment and likes also. And give me the feedback on this video. If you have any query, please put on the comment. Thank you guys. Bye bye.